Over the last 12 to 18 months, we spent some time closely evaluating the performance of the Sports Hub project, including its performance in the pre-COVID period. With a view to assessing if we should continue with the partnership, we took a holistic, long-term look at the changing environment in the sporting, lifestyle, and also entertainment ecosystem in Singapore, and what we wanted to achieve in our sporting and social policy outcomes. In our assessment, the interests of Singapore and Singaporeans would be better served by the government taking over the ownership and management of the Sports Hub instead of carrying on with the PPP arrangement. A main consideration was our desire to bring stronger community participation and activities to the Sports Hub. So the Sports Hub is a world-class sporting facility, and of course, international marquee events are important. But it is also an iconic national sporting asset, and there must be a strong sense of affinity and connection between Singaporeans and the Sports Hub. There ought to have been more community participation and activation around the Sports Hub. For instance, we would have liked to see the sporting community from the grassroots, from schools, junior national athletes, having more access to the Sports Hub. Hosting national school games, key events like the finals could be at the Sports Hub, or grassroots programs and activities, family days or carnivals around sporting or social objectives. These are programs for which there will not likely be any or much commercial return. But there is an intrinsic social value in realizing a young athlete's aspiration to play in the national stadium, cheered on by his or her schoolmates, or having seniors take part in a social event at our iconic stadium grounds. This is where the profit-driven model of the SHPL consortium, which had worked well in the infrastructure phase of the project, was not sufficiently aligned in the current phase of the project, where greater emphasis was needed on community programming and driving social outcomes, even if such programs did not always resonate with commercial return. Taking back the Sports Hub from the private sector will also mean being able to redefine our outcomes away from being mainly or predominantly commercial in nature. We will be able to better realize our sporting and social objectives, open up the Sports Hub to more Singaporeans, and bring greater value and outcomes for us, for the future of sports in Singapore, for our athletes, and for the everyday Singaporean.